Hello, and welcome to a Taste of Europe cooking class. My name is Carla Ruffer, and I am the Outreach Coordinator at the Center for European Studies, or CES, at the University of Florida. We are happy to partner with the Culinary Arts Student Union, or CASU, for this class. CES is sponsoring this event as part of our virtual Viva Europe, which is an online version of our festival celebrating the diversity of European culture. We have videos of language lessons, crafts, introductions to European topics, and now cooking classes. Be sure to check out the current videos and be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified about new videos. CASU has chosen and will prepare the dishes for today, so I'll hand this over to them.
Hi, my name is Isabel and I'm the president of the Culinary Arts Student Union, CASU at UF, and today we're going to be demonstrating how to make Spanish tapas. Spanish tapas are Spanish snacks or small plates that can range from stuffed olives to fried squid. And they're mainly eaten after work and before dinner, during bar hopping or as a social event on the weekends. And they bring people together, and while recipes are always changing and the flavors are always changing, the spirit of tapas are always the same.
Hey, I'm Nate. I'm an e-board member of CASU. So today we're making patatas bravas, which is a simple and fun potato dish from Spain. It roughly translates as angry potatoes or spicy potatoes because it's typically served with a spicy red sauce and a creamy garlic aioli. So first we're going to start with our sauce because we have to refrigerate it for an hour before serving. So let's get started. Here we have some minced garlic. We're going to put that into our little blender. When we combine that with a cup of mayo, all of this, 3 teaspoons of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, a teaspoon of tomato paste, some paprika, ground chipotle pepper, and this is just a little bit of salt and pepper. Let's get all our mayo in there. All right, so now that we've got all that in the blender, let's go ahead and blend it till it's smooth and creamy. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna go ahead and put it in the fridge to chill for an hour while we get started on the potatoes. All right, so next up for the patatas bravas, we're gonna boil our potatoes in some salt water until they're tender. Should be about 10 minutes. So I've got my boiling water here, already added salt, and then my potatoes here. You see, they were fingerling potatoes, so they start pretty small, and then I cut them into quarters, you could see. Some of them were pretty big, so I cut them into sixths. So now, pretty simple. We're just gonna go and put them in our boiling water. All right, and now we wait 10 minutes. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. Our potatoes are nice and soft, so you should be able to stick a fork in pretty easily, but you don't want them falling apart yet. So I went ahead and drained them, and they're a little bit cool. I'm gonna put them in about 3 tablespoons of hot oil, and we wanna fry them on each side until they get nice and crispy. All right, now that they're all covered in oil, I'm gonna let them sit for a second and get nice and brown. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. We're starting to get there. You can see some of them are really crispy on one side like this. That's what we want them all to look like. You can see some of them. Give it a few more minutes. Okay, now that they're almost done, I'm moving them quite a bit to make sure that they don't burn on one side. Make sure they get toasted on every side. All right, so it's been about 8 minutes. I think these look pretty good. Some of them definitely have more of a golden brown color than others, but overall it's pretty good. If you have a bigger pan at home, it might go a little bit faster, but 8 minutes seems about normal. So we're gonna transfer them to some paper towels to let them drain, get off all that extra oil. And then real quick, I'm gonna toss them in some some seasonings, just a little bit of flavor at the end. I put thyme, paprika, and just some salt and pepper in here. But you could play around with these seasonings, do whatever you like. I'll mix it all up, get it coated, and a little bit more. All right. Okay, so now those smell good, they look good. We're gonna let them cool down a bit, and then we'll put on our sauce.
Well, that was delicious. Thank you, Casio, for partnering with CES for this class. If you enjoyed that too, be sure to like this video. Also, check out the video description to learn more about tapas and Spain. And check out the other tapas videos on the CES YouTube channel.
I hope you try some of these recipes out or explore other foods that Spain has to offer. And please make sure to follow CASU at UF and the Center for European Studies on Facebook and Instagram, and to subscribe to our YouTube channels to stay updated with our events and videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.